In this video, I'm really excited because a new car is going to be landing today. It is going to take up that spot there. Oh, this is going to be fun. Before we get to that though, while I'm waiting for it to arrive, I can reveal new t-shirt designs. We have the Triangle of Doom, captured neatly by my excellent designer Graham. He's done it again. Excellent new design. And I'm pleased to also say we have mugs. Mugs are available with the Triangle of Doom. If you don't know what the Triangle of Doom is, I will link to the video explaining all. But I know people have been calling out for this for a long time. And there it is. It's just excellent work. So if you'd like to walk around with Doom on your chest, then yeah, head to hubnut.org. T-shirts are £12, mugs are £9, plus postage and packaging. We can deliver anywhere in the world, pretty much. So yeah, knock yourselves out. Right, that's sales mode over. I'm just waiting for the new car to arrive now. I'm having to hold the microphone because I don't want it obscuring your view of Doom. But yeah, let's see what arrives. I can confirm it does not have a Triangle of Doom, but it may have Corners of Disappointment. Let's see. Oh, the waiting is definitely the worst part. But I've made use of the pit very briefly. Did attach the steering rack gaiter on the GSA. I didn't film it because it was just quick, get it done. Bop, jobbed. Slightly worried by this. This is gearbox oil. That seems to be leaking from one of the drive shaft seals on the GSA. I have been a bit nervous about pushing a completely unknown car into daily use effectively. We've probably done, well, by the time we get home today, we'll definitely have done 200 miles this week. So the GSA has seen plenty of use, which is why the 2CV needs to get back into action. The rear drum, the one with the dodgy wheel bearing, is at the garage. He's got the special tools. I was hoping he'd have done it by now. He hasn't, but I need to collect that next week. Then I can get Ellie back on the road. I might start fettling now because I could quickly whip the door lock off. I'm not going to start playing around with brakes when we're going to be moving stuff around in here, but I could get that done. The Toyota Tercel is still here. It's parked outside with the GSA at the moment. I've just vacated this spot because the Tercel has sold. I've received a deposit. Just need to sort out something because I got a part stash with that car and I haven't actually managed to get my hands on the part stash, but I need to fix the Delica because the brakes are knackered, so I can pick up the parts and bring them here. And then the new owner who has restored a Sprinter Carib. I'm not sure if it's the same version as this one or if it's the slightly later Corolla four-wheel drive as we got them, Sprinter Carib, but he's restored one. I think it's going to the right home, so if he can't restore it, it's perfect for spares. City Rover as yet unsold, unsurprisingly, because it's a cheap knackered car in the middle of nowhere, but hoping for news on that soon. At least getting rid of the Tercel means I have got a spare space here. If it comes to it, I can bring it back. Although the bringing it back requires the Delica to work and have the tow bar fitted. It's all very complicated. So yeah, get the 2CV on the road. Then the Delica will be coming back here again so I can overhaul the front brakes with the luxury of not having to drive it home. That's why things were a bit panicky last time and why I couldn't do more, because I couldn't leave it here parked up because I had no other way of getting home. So that would be the plan, get the 2CV working so I can then bring the Delica here, work on it over a course of several days. Then I think the Matiz will be in the firing line. Although maybe I should crack on with Foxanne, because Foxanne's MOT has been extended till December. So she actually has an MOT. So could be road legal if I insured and taxed her. Ellie is insured. She will be taxed when she has an MOT. Took his MOT and tax exempt. That makes life easier. But yeah, Myrtle needs an MOT. It's all very complicated. The new car will not be getting an MOT anytime soon. And when it arrives, you will see why. So come on, car. Ooh, are you ready, people? It has arrived. Slightly out of breath because we just had to hump it into place, if you'll pardon the expression. Here is my new car. It's a Yugo Sana, or Florida, on the home market back in the former Yugoslavia. Serbia, as it is now, is where this car was built. And if you live in Serbia, I might well need some spare parts. But this is the magnificent steed. So the Yugo Sana is part of that new wave of former communist attempts on the European market. the Skoda Favorit, the Lada Samara, the FSO Caro, all attempts to kind of move the game forward a bit. Albeit in the case of the FSO Caro from Poland, not very much. So we've got front wheel drive going on, we've got the engine from a Fiat Tipo, because Yugo, or Zastava to be more accurate, had close links with Fiat, developed its own cars all based around the Fiat 127 sort of floor pan. And so the Yugo Sana was only sold in the UK for a couple of years, and they are very rare. I think 7 are currently recorded with DVLA. I know of 2, one on a driveway in the Wirral somewhere, and another one owned by a friend of mine. But that is it. They are super rare. The styling is by Giugiaro, which means it is styled by the same person as the Daumetis. And like I say, lots of Fiat underpinnings. Very popular, long production run in Yugoslavia, or Serbia as it became. But obviously when all the wars started, caused numerous issues. And basically all the sanctions meant they couldn't sell them in Europe anymore, so they disappeared from our market in probably 92, 93, and then when things got really serious, the factories were bombed, they managed to get things going again, and these were in production until 2008. On the Mighty Dacia road trip we saw van and pickup versions, but yeah, like I say, remained in production until 2008. This one doesn't seem too bad bodily. It's been off the road for 25 years, and what I think happened is that it's had a rear ender at some point, because there's a slight issue. It's missing tailgate. The tailgate has been removed and is no longer in place. Also, it looks like someone's jacked it up on the boot floor, which isn't ideal, so that's all bent out of shape. We'll see if we can straighten that out. I don't know how rotten it is. That's feeling better. Oh, there we go. That popped out already. I've improved my new car already. But while it hasn't got its original tailgate, it was supplied with a replacement. So there you go, Yugo Sana 1.4. Different registration number on there to there. And like I say, we're missing one rear lamp unit as well. Not sure if that's in the car or not. I think that's a headlamp down there. Is that a headlamp? Yes, that is a headlamp, so that's not much use. There's some interesting things going on with wiring. We've got wires into the doors, which makes me wonder if someone's fitted central locking in a homebrew style. The interior is a bit of a mess because of that missing tail gate. Oh, there we go. We have a pair of rear lights. There we go. Let's pull that one out. Sorry, this is a bit shaky. This camera doesn't have image stabilization. I don't seem to have the inner part of the lamp. That's a shame. But that makes it look rather better, I think. So, you know, we've got potential there. I did pay far too much money for this car, really. £500 I paid. But that did include delivery, so it was brought here to my unit from Derbyshire, which is where it was living. And the other night I watched an interview, a review with Tiffany Dell. But look, we've got interesting wiper switch gear, rear wiper on a paddle, 33,000 miles on the clock. It's got a rev counter, indicator stalk down here, and light controls. But yeah, I don't believe there's even a battery fitted. But it's been a long time since this poor car saw the road. Yeah, I'm slightly intrigued. Seems to be missing a sun visor, or both sun visors in fact. Fuse board hanging down in an interesting fashion. But like I say, you've got this weird wiring going on here. What's that about? Well, someone fitted their own speaker wires very badly. See if the window winds. Oh, it does still wind. That's good. I can ventilate it, although with no rear window it's going to ventilate anyway. Let's have a peek at the bonnet, shall we? So I apologise for this slightly shaky footage. This Canon M50 does not have image stabilisation, and I'm far too excited to do a job properly. Well, that feels like the switch. Oh, there we go. And there we go, Yugo. Under that plastic cover, a very trusty Fiat engine. The battery wiring, look at this, there's dodgy wires all over the place. It looks like someone's tried to hotwire it at some point or something. All a bit peculiar. Is there a bonnet stay somewhere? I can't see one. Oh yes, it's right in front of me. Let's see if we can get that set up. Yeah, what on earth is going on here? I think that's the earth side. That looks like the live side. That looks like jump wires. If I had a battery that was charged up, I'd be tempted to chuck one in and just see if anything happens at all. I'm not going to try and run that engine though, because this hasn't seen use for a long time. I think that's the oil cap. And yep, that doesn't want to come out. We'll just leave that be for now. I don't want to start breaking it before I've even tried doing anything. There is something approaching oil in there. I've lost the dipstick. That's a tricky spot to find. Oh, there we go. It's just a hole in the block. There we go. Nice and simple. Don't seem to have a belt on it. And a water pump is free. I can't really tell you about anything else. Wow. Is it missing the alternator? Because I can't see one. There's a belt down there that's broken. Yeah, I think I'll be getting into this one for quite some stuff, but that's the main point there. Made in Yugoslavia. And over here it is finished in aspen white. And yeah, I love the coach line, which I'm guessing was not standard fit. So yeah, some work to be done on this one. Hopefully not too rotten, because the Toyota was too rotten, and hopefully this is a bit better. But that's my new car. So plans for this car? Well, I'm not going to be doing much immediately, because I have more than enough projects to be getting on with at the moment. Notably fixing the 2CV. I want the 2CV on the road so I can do the brakes on the Delica. There's an awful lot to do, then Foxan, which is all these things to do. The Tercel has sold. I think I've just agreed a deal on the City Rover as well, so that's 2 cars gone for 1 car in. That's a better approach, makes it a little bit more manageable. But yeah, I suspect I'll be transporting this to my new unit, and then we'll crack on, see what we can do with it. But interesting times. But yeah, I know it looks absolutely dreadful, but yeah, I'm really happy about this. I think this will be an interesting project. There's things to address, but I'm hopeful it won't be too bad. Oh, okay, that is a problem. Who on earth just cut the wires? That's bad old times right there. But there's one of the fixings for the tailgate. That's going to make life extra interesting. It's always fun when you find people who've just cut wires. And more cut wires there as well. Happy days. That'll be a heated rear wiper, number plate lights. I'm going to have to chase those wires into the car by the look of it and try and repair them. Brilliant. Just having another look inside just for the hell of it, really. Oh, that's stiff. Frightening. To think this car has covered so few miles. Oh, hello, that's quids in right there. That's 6p. I'm profiteering already. Wonder why all these relays have been removed. There's going to be a lot of interesting things to find out about this car, but that's the joy of old cars and old Ricks especially. Right, well that's it really. That is my new car. Yeah, you do support HubNut via buying lovely merchandise, or just by donating if you wish, and you can help fund the restoration of an utterly dreadful car. Does that sound appealing to you? Because I'm not yet convinced. But anyway, I shall say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. And I'm going to go home now and ponder my life choices. Farewell.